This video will be demonstrating the assembly of the RetroRail. The RetroRail system is a new, low-height guardrail retrofit design that is effective for use on structurally sound 25-inch to 29-inch height strong post guardrail as an upgrade to the length of need. This system quickly and easily upgrades steel and wood post guardrail systems by attaching brackets to existing holes at the splice location. The RetroRail has been crash tested and found to successfully meet MASH Test Level 3 impact criteria when properly attached to structurally sound strong post guardrail with a rail height of 25 inches to 29 inches. The RetroRail system can be utilized on guardrail heights from 25 inches to 29 inches based on a height measurement from the top of the rail to a horizontal tangent projected out from the top of the adjacent road. This can be accomplished by projecting a straight edge, such as a 2x4 board, from the road surface to beneath the guardrail and measuring from the top of the guardrail to the bottom of the straight edge. The RetroRail system consists of 2 cable end brackets with hardware, cable mid brackets with hardware. The number of cable mid brackets will vary with system length. 2 1-inch field splice fittings, 2 1-inch nuts, 2 1-inch washers, pre-stretched cable as recommended in the assembly manual. For any RetroRail assembly of greater than 1,000 feet in length, there must be a RH turnbuckle LH field splice utilized every 1,000 feet. Once the length of the RetroRail system run has been established, determine where the end brackets will be bolted. This should be based on a 12 feet 6-inch spacing between the end bracket location and every subsequent mid bracket location. On the end where the RetroRail system is started, temporarily remove blockout. After removing the top 4 bolts at the splice location, bolt on the front of the end bracket using 4 new nuts and bolts. Using the front of the end bracket as a template, drill 4 new holes through the splice location using either a hole saw or twist drill bits. Spray any exposed metal edges with a zinc-rich primer. Assemble the back of the end bracket behind the guardrail splice utilizing 8 new nuts and bolts. Tighten all nuts and bolts securely. Recommended torque is 85 foot-pounds. Reinstall blockout and the long bolt, which were previously removed. Moving 12 feet 6 inches downstream, remove the 2 uppermost nuts and bolts at the splice and install a mid bracket utilizing 2 new nuts and bolts. Tighten all nuts and bolts securely. Recommended torque is 85 foot-pounds. On the starting end, prepare to install an RH threaded field applied fitting. Assemble a wedge lock fitting, seating to the iron wedge firmly into the cable bundle. Tighten the threaded rod on the fitting assembly so that one end is in firm contact with the head of the wedge in the cable bundle. Insert the threaded field applied fitting into the end bracket tube. Slide on a 1-inch washer and thread on a 1-inch nut, leaving several threads exposed on the end. It is recommended that grease or a suitable lubricant be used when threading the 1-inch nut onto the threaded rod end, or wherever a turnbuckle is utilized. Unspool necessary length of cable, lifting loose cable into the slot in the mid brackets as you move downstream. On the opposite end of the RetroRail run, repeat the installation of the end bracket using the same steps described for the beginning, then cut the cable to the proper length and assemble another RH threaded field applied fitting using the following steps. Mark the location on the cable of where the cut needs to be made in order to attach a RH threaded field applied fitting. Utilizing an abrasive blade or a cutoff saw, make a clean, square cut through the cable. Similar to the opposite end of the RetroRail run, attach the field-applied wedge lock fitting. Slide the assembled fitting into the tube on the end bracket and slide a 1-inch washer and thread on a 1-inch nut. Attach a tension meter midway between two of the mid-brackets, and after taking the cable temperature, refer to the RetroRail temperature tension chart in the assembly manual to determine if the reading is within tolerance. If necessary, the 1-inch nuts at either or both ends of the RetroRail run can be used to either tighten, increases tension, or loosen, decreases tension, the cable run.